What the fuck is up, peeps? So we're at the Bridal Expo. Me and Sam. We're all set up. Let me take you through this real quick. Get you off here. It's all rigged out, so you're big and heavy right now. Big and heavy. So yeah, that's the booth. Welcome to the Education Corner. My name is Paul Davis. We've handed out a lot of pamphlets. Talked to a lot of people. No bookings. A couple like weird looks. But
pretty sure I talked to more than you.
She did. Women are better salesmen. I don't care what you say.
Oh.
You need a woman to do this.
Duh. Because men can't do this shit.
Women are better salesmen.
Especially for weddings.
Especially for weddings. It's 4:18. We still have like an hour until this thing closes, but a lot of people are funneling out. And then we have till 8 to get all the shit out of here, which won't take us long because we're in here in 30 minutes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Only took us like half an hour or so.
So, learned a bunch of things.
It takes a woman to do this. Men can't do it.
A lot of things matter.
Yeah.
I'll go over them later. I'm not going over them right now. Well, besides looking like a dime piece, I do not look well enough to sell weddings to women. You need a woman to do that. We'll do a deep dive into how this was and how the experience was. There's been a lot of people going around, as you can see. A lot of the vendors around me are breaking down. We will be breaking down here half an hour roughly. We start breaking down around 5. I did not go through 2,000 brochures. Didn't even go through 1,000. Probably went through about 50 to maybe 100. So I could have went with a smaller order. That's now known. I have 1,000 bad ones for kindling for fire, so that's now good. I get to make a circle around J Lotus and light it on fire. Build out some packages. And learned a bunch of stuff. We'll go over all that stuff when we get back to the office and the stage and get back to reality. But we are going to wrap up this Bridal Expo and stick it out for the last half hour. And hopefully maybe try to book something. I don't know. Don't rely on it. We have lasted as long as we can last. We are closing shop. We are calling it a day. We are breaking down. We are leaving. I feel like we have a couple potentials.
Yeah.
I feel like there's going to be some potentials. There's just a whole lot happening. Electricity, though. Electricity charging is expensive. Ridiculous. Literally what I pretty much pay for a year of electricity at my house. So that was a downer, because I thought we were going to have that regardless. But no, we didn't. There's no electricity supplied to the booth. So we made it back to the office. As you can see, I've slightly dressed down a bit. I look way fancier than I normally ever do, which I'm digging. But, so unfortunately, did not get any weddings booked. That was not something we were able to get done. Which is a bit demoralizing in a way. Can I do that? Oh, look at that. Okay. I don't know how stable that is, but it'll work for right now. I am waiting patiently for the email with all of the contact information with the emails for all the brides-to-be. Happy couples. And there were some that really jived with me, and there were some that I could tell just were not interested in what I had to offer. And honestly, in my own personal opinion, my video could have been so much better, and I need to shoot more weddings to get that up to par with what I can produce now, because I stepped away for so long. I didn't really have up-to-date work, which I think made my packages suffer. Even though I've been shooting this entire time, I did not have the adequate pull enough, or the offer that was strong enough. And I thought it was with the wedding movie, and it really was. People were very interested. I think the price deterred a lot of people, though. I'm gonna have to figure out a different price point for that. I'm thinking about dropping like $2K off the price, making it like $5,500 instead of $7,500. Just to figure that out on that end. And yeah, no, it was. First of all, let me talk about this electric. They charged $290 to rent electricity for 5 hours. That is what I pay for electricity for my entire apartment for damn near the whole year. Let that sink in. That's what we pay here at the stage for electricity for the month, and we're running high-end sound equipment. Just a little peeved. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little peeved about that, because really only used like a $290 for an extension cord from a plug. That might be my one con to doing this today. Just a lot of learning curve today. Today was a $2,000 lesson. Yeah, that's a painful pill to swallow. $2,000 lesson. So that way I can make next year better. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make next year better. Comes with just hard work and tenacity. Hey guys, so I never really got a chance to finish the vlog of the Bridal Expo. One, I didn't really vlog the entire time I was there. I was busy. I was talking to bride after bride after bride, and groom after groom after groom, and family after family, doing my best to try and pitch them on why PFD Media was the right company. And I believed that I had the best packages. I believed that what I was offering was the value that it was, and obviously I was very wrong. People looked at my display, they looked at, basically I was offering them a Ferrari, but I was showing them a Toyota. And that was a big problem, is my display was not up to snuff with what it should have been for what I was showing people or what I was offering for the price. So it's not necessarily the price that mattered. It was what I was showing them. I wasn't showing them what they were getting for that price. I was showing them the base package, and I was offering this huge memories package. And that is ultimately one of the first mistakes I made. Two, I was in a suit. I should have been in the PFD Media logo. I should have had my name on my shirt. It looks more official that way. Looks like I am a tied together unit. Sam was doing way better than me in sales because, one, she looked more approachable. She didn't look like a snake oil salesman. Two, she's a woman, so she's naturally going to have more charisma with brides. Brides are going to want to talk to a woman over talking to a man. So one thing I succeeded on was bringing a female salesman with me, or saleswoman, I should say, in this case. That was a win in my book. We had that. I noticed every booth had at least one woman at it, and it makes perfect sense. Demographic was women. It would have been better if I sent 2 women there, and I didn't even have to go at all. But I did have to go because I am the primary owner. I am the videographer. So we dealt with a lot of sales. We talked to a lot of brides. We did exactly what we were supposed to do. Handed out a ton of pamphlets, tried to talk to as many people as we could. A lot of those pamphlets got chucked right into tote bags, and that is something that I'm learning, is I should have something to give away. And I've already talked to my partners over at Nunzies, and we already talked about getting me hooked up with that type of giveaway. So like a tote bag with PFD Media's logo on it. Where we were positioned actually ended up being perfect inside the Bridal Expo. So at the end of every end cap, there was somebody there, but the way that when the entrance came in, they actually put a gate up at the very end of the first end cap, so you could not walk down the entire aisle. You had to cut over and then up, and if you cut over and up and then took an immediate right, we were the first videographer / photography company. We were the first media company there to greet them. And that was both beneficial and lack of beneficial, because people could see what we were offering and then immediately go to another videographer. And I will say that the other media companies that were there that were offering things, they were superb. Each one of them had their stuff on point, and that is just a lack of preparation on my part, lack of never being to one of these things. One of the big things that you kept hearing me complain about was the electricity, and I don't really know what cost of electricity should be at one of these events. I've heard people say $50, this, that, to run a cord. It was substantially more than what I anticipated paying for electricity, but without electricity, my booth would not have worked, wouldn't have had a TV, I wouldn't have been able to power my light, it just wouldn't have been able to put on the display that I did have planned, even though it wasn't the grand display that I think I should have gone with. And honestly, I didn't need much more. I needed to maybe add a tablecloth, cover up that nitty-gritty table, put out some better brochures, lower the cost of memories packages, be in this compared to a suit and tie. I think that was a huge detriment to my part, was choosing to wear a suit and tie. Was like, I came off as a car salesman when I should have been coming off as Paulie DeFuck or Paul Davis of PFD Media, and that was one of the things that I dropped the ball on. So price, location was actually really solid. Display, those are the big three, is what are your price points, how's your display look, and where are you located in the Bridal Expo? Are they wore out or are they fresh to go? How do you talk to them? I talk to everybody as if I was talking to any of the people I've sold in the past. I talk to them like a friend. I wanted to get to know them. I brought up Auntie, and you really only have 30 seconds to catch them. And at times you can catch them and you can keep them there for longer, but at times they're just like, bye. And I knew which ones vibed with me, which ones didn't. And that was, you could almost tell who wanted to maybe work with us, and who might have been just completely deterred and were just like, no, thank you. Now, I will say the most promising aspect of all of this is getting the leads list, and I got that over this week. So with part of doing the American Consumer Show is they send you out a leads list, so it's a list of all of the brides and exactly the services they were looking for. So I have to compile that list now, go through all of them that wanted photography or videography, pile them into two lists, and then send out email blasts for those individual brides. I'm probably compile three. Well, those who wanted videography, those who wanted photography, and those who wanted both. So that way maybe I can still try to capture those who wanted both, and I can get some work from my friends that are also photographers and videographers, and I can make a nice little conglomeration of us that are just out there doing stuff and making money. So that is my thoughts on the Bridal Expo. One, an experience that I am so happy that I ended up going and doing. Was it nerve-wracking? Yes. Did I learn a bunch? Yes. Will I be very much more prepared for next year? Yes, I'll be 10 times more prepared for next year. I know what I'm looking for now. But that's a year away. There's tons of other expos that I could be getting at, but right now I'm a little tapped out and I have to use what I have. I do have some orders coming in this week for some upcoming videos. I'm going to be filming Tempo with Jay Lotus and Decipher, Hurt by Ivy, and a couple songs with the Summits, plus other music videos I have in the works with other clientele. So I am actively doing my best to get back into the field of business full time and to eventually leave the day job, because that is the current goal, is to leave the day job and get back my time. Anyway, if you guys like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, hit that noti bell, and be notified whenever I upload if you subscribe, and I hope you do. And if you have any questions for me on other things I might have seen at the Bridal Expo, maybe you're curious in working with me, please leave a comment down below, and we will see you guys in the next video. Peace the fuck out.